Our planet is changing. Cities are growing at an unprecedented rate. As concrete jungles expand, they encroach upon nature's delicate balance. One of the most pressing challenges facing these urban sprawls is flooding. When rain falls on impermeable surfaces like roads and buildings, it can't seep into the ground. This leads to a surge of water overwhelming drainage systems. The consequences are severe, including property damage, economic disruption, and even loss of life. Urban flooding is a global issue, but it's particularly acute in rapidly developing nations like China. Its cities have witnessed explosive growth in recent decades. This has put immense pressure on infrastructure, making them increasingly vulnerable to flooding. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, China is pioneering a groundbreaking solution: sponge cities. China's economic miracle has been nothing short of extraordinary. Millions have migrated from rural areas to cities in search of opportunity. This rapid urbanization has fueled China's rise as a global power. However, it has also presented a unique set of challenges, particularly when it comes to water management. Traditional urban planning often prioritizes concrete over green spaces. Roads, buildings, and parking lots cover vast swathes of land, leaving little room for water to naturally infiltrate the soil. When heavy rains hit, the water has nowhere to go. It overwhelms drainage systems, transforming streets into rivers and paralyzing entire neighborhoods. China's densely populated cities are particularly susceptible to these urban floods, making it imperative to find innovative solutions to this growing crisis. Imagine a city that acts like a sponge, absorbing rainwater instead of repelling it. That's the essence of China's ambitious Sponge City initiative. This innovative approach to urban planning draws inspiration from nature's own water management systems. Instead of relying solely on concrete pipes and channels, sponge cities integrate natural elements into their design. This allows them to capture, store, and filter rainwater, reducing the risk of flooding and replenishing groundwater resources. At the heart of the sponge city concept lies a shift in perspective. Instead of viewing rainwater as a nuisance to be quickly channeled away, it's seen as a valuable resource to be harvested and utilized. By incorporating green roofs, permeable pavements, rain gardens, and artificial wetlands, sponge cities create a network of interconnected green spaces that act like natural sponges. These features slow down the flow of water, allowing it to gradually seep into the ground. This reduces runoff and helps to prevent flooding. Wuhan, a sprawling metropolis situated at the confluence of the Yangtze and Han rivers, is no stranger to flooding. Its history is punctuated by devastating floods that have caused widespread damage and displacement. Determined to break this cycle, Wuhan has emerged as a model for China's Sponge City initiative. The city has embarked on an ambitious plan to transform itself into a resilient urban centre, capable of withstanding the impacts of climate change. One of Wuhan's flagship Sponge City projects is the Qingshan Demonstration Park. This once neglected industrial site has been transformed into a vibrant green space that showcases the principles of Sponge City design. Permeable pavements allow rainwater to percolate into the ground, replenishing groundwater aquifers. Rain gardens capture and filter runoff, preventing pollutants from entering nearby waterways. Constructed wetlands act as natural filtration systems, further purifying the water before it's released back into the environment. Section 5. Shenzhen, a pioneer in sustainable urban drainage. Shenzhen, a bustling metropolis located in southern China, has long been at the forefront of innovation. As one of the country's first special economic zones, Shenzhen has consistently pushed the boundaries of urban development. Its Sponge City program is no exception. The city has implemented a range of innovative measures to enhance its resilience to flooding and improve its overall livability. One of Shenzhen's most notable Sponge City projects is the Guandu River Greenway. This ambitious project involved the restoration of a heavily polluted and channelized river, transforming it into a thriving ecological corridor. The project incorporated a range of Sponge City principles, including the creation of wetlands, the restoration of riparian buffers, and the implementation of permeable paving. By embracing nature-based solutions, Shenzhen has not only mitigated flood risk, but also created a vibrant public space that enhances the well-being of its residents. Section 6. Beyond flood control. The ripple effects of sponge cities. While flood mitigation is the primary objective of sponge cities, the benefits extend far beyond simply keeping water at bay. By integrating nature into urban design, sponge cities create a more livable, sustainable, and resilient environment for their residents. These benefits ripple through various aspects of city life, enhancing the overall well-being of the urban population. One of the key advantages of sponge cities is their ability to improve air quality. Green spaces act as natural air filters, absorbing pollutants and releasing oxygen. This is particularly important in densely populated cities where air pollution can reach harmful levels. By increasing the amount of green infrastructure, sponge cities contribute to cleaner, healthier air for their residents. Section 7. Navigating the challenges, costs, maintenance, and public awareness. While the benefits of sponge cities are undeniable, their implementation is not without challenges. One of the primary hurdles is the initial cost of implementation. Retrofitting existing infrastructure with sponge city features can be expensive, especially in densely populated urban areas. This requires significant investment from both the public and private sectors. Another challenge is the ongoing maintenance required to ensure the long-term effectiveness of sponge city systems. Green roofs need to be maintained, permeable pavements need to be cleaned, and artificial wetlands require regular upkeep. This necessitates a shift in mindset from traditional grey infrastructure to a more holistic approach that recognises the importance of ongoing maintenance for green infrastructure. Section 8. A global model sponge cities, inspiring sustainable solutions worldwide. China's Sponge City initiative is not just transforming its own cities, it's inspiring a global movement towards more sustainable and resilient urban development. As cities around the world grapple with the impacts of climate change and rapid urbanization, they are looking to China's innovative approach to water management as a potential model for their own urban planning strategies. From Singapore to Berlin, cities are embracing the principles of sponge cities to create more livable and resilient urban environments. Singapore, a densely populated island nation, has long been a leader in water management. Its ABC Waters program, launched in 2006, shares many similarities with China's Sponge City initiative. The program aims to transform Singapore's waterways into vibrant public spaces while enhancing the city's water resilience. Section 9. Conclusion. A future shaped by resilient and livable cities. As our planet faces unprecedented environmental challenges, it's clear that the cities of the future must be designed with resilience and sustainability at their core. China's Sponge City initiative offers a compelling vision for a future where urban environments work in harmony with nature, mitigating the impacts of climate change and enhancing the well-being of their residents. By embracing innovative solutions that mimic nature's wisdom, we can create cities that are not only resilient to floods, but also thrive as vibrant, livable, and sustainable spaces for generations to come. The journey towards a Sponge City future requires collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to creating a better world for all.